Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Sportan here. Welcome back to another Rocket League car design episode, and this is the first ever decal video, design video that I've done from a tournament that's not a black market decal, but I'm sorry. This Sunsetter decal is just way too nice not to do. It looks absolutely stunning, especially with the first two designs. I am absolutely in love with this. I was actually so excited to do this, and that's the first time with the sunset wheels that I'm actually like, this matches. So that is honestly something I'm very excited about. So yeah, I really wanted to do this. So make sure to hit that subscribe button down below to get up to date on my newest Rocket League videos. So let's get started with the first car design of the episode, and it is kind of ironic that these are called the Sunrise wheels, but the decal is Sunsetter. But don't worry, next car design is the Sunsetter, or the Sunset wheel. So I don't know, I wanted to start with the Sunrise. It made a little more sense. So starting off, we do have the Sky Blue Octane for both sides. Now, this is a universal decal, so you can use this on any car that you want. You can also use the Cobalt version of any car that you want, as well as the orange version of any car that you want. The Cobalt looks really nice. The orange also looks really good. I just chose the Sky Blue one because I thought it looked really cool. For the decal, for the orange side, it is the Sky Blue Sunsetter decal. And then for the blue, for the blue side, it is the orange Sunsetter decal. And man, those colors look so nice. For the colors for the primary for the blue side, we do have this nice blue with the accent as a cobalt. And then for the primary for the orange side, we have a orange with the accent as a dark cobalt. For the wheels, for both sides, it is the Sunrise 1986 wheels. Again, kind of ironic because, well, it's the Sunsetter decal. But like I said, the Sunrise is first and then the Sunset. So that's why I decided to do it. So this is the blue side, probably my favorite side, because when that sun sets, look at the colors. I mean, you get the orange, the pinkish blue, and then you get that blue as the final thing. Now, the reason why I chose the colors, so this is going to be a little bit of a longer episode because I have to, kind of describe. So I have the orange Sunsetter decal for the blue side because as you can see, the orange is at the top of the sun, right? And then that accent color as the blue is on the bottom, exactly like how the wheels are. So as you can see, the orange is at the top, just like the wheels. And then the blue is at the bottom, just like on the wheels. So that's why I decided to do that. It looks really nice, and it just matches so nicely with these wheels. And then same for the orange side. We have that orange as the primary, then the accent is that dark blue, because again, I wanted to keep that cobalt on the bottom there. So that's why I have the accent as that cobalt, because as you can see on the wheels, it's at the bottom. But the best part about this orange side is that the fact that it has that orange starting off as the main color, and then you have that sky blue at the top, which as you can see, not at the very bottom, there is a sky blue, and then at the very, very bottom of the wheels, it is a cobalt. So I think it looks so nice, and it matches perfectly with these wheels. For the boost, for both sides, it is the Vaporwave Remix. This one I chose because of the colors. As you can see, it has the orange and the blue in there, and that's something that I really liked. But you can also use the other boost as well. The Sunray boost also works very well. That's in all of the other designs. I really just wanted to use the Vaporwave Remix boost because the colors match so nicely. No topper, no antenna, no goal explosion. And then for the trail, unfortunately, there is no like sun type trail. So we're going to keep it with the Hack Swerve 3 painted sky blue for both sides to match the treads of the wheels. So this is the orange side, and like I said, I absolutely love this because we have that primary as an orange, which starts off at the top of the wheel, and then the sky blue as that painted Sunsetter, which is at the top of the sun, and then at the bottom is that cobalt with that accent color, which matches so perfectly with the wheels. And as you can see right here, like as I said, the blue is at the bottom, the sky blue is at the top, and it just matches so nicely with the wheels. And then same for the blue side, we have that primary as a blue with the accent as a darker blue, because again, that bottom half is a dark blue, and then the orange is the top of the sun, so that's what it's kind of resembling. The best part is in the middle is that like pinkish, which just looks so good in my opinion, which without even like having an automatic color. So that's a really nice touch by Rocket League right there. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Sunset 1986 wheels. And this is where, the wheels match with the name of the decal, but it also matches the colors very, very nicely. So starting off, we do have the orange Octane for both sides, but you can choose different colors as well with this one. We have the Cobalt one, also works pretty well. You can do the Sky Blue one. And then if you really wanted to, you can do the Crimson. I really don't like how the Crimson looks. It doesn't really match, but you can if you want. So you can do the Sky Blue, crimson, cobalt, or the orange one, whatever one you like. For the decal, for both sides, it is the orange sunsetter decal. And then for the colors, for the primary for the blue side, we have a cobalt with the accent as crimson. And then for the primary for the orange side, we have a saffron, or like a light saffron-y orange. I don't really know. And then the accent as crimson. For the wheels, for both sides, it is the Sunset 1986 wheels, and I have 3 of them. So yeah, so this is the blue side, and again, this is where, I wanted to match the sun with the wheels. So as you can see, we have the primary as a blue because, well, we can't set the crimson or saffron as the primary for this blue side, so that's why we have the blue to match the treads. But with that sun, as you can see, the reason why it's painted orange is because at the top of the sun, it is orange, like right here where the lines are. And at the top as well, it's like an orangey pink, which does such a great job. And then the accent is crimson at the bottom of the sun, just like they do at the bottom of the wheels. It looks so nice, guys, and it matches so perfectly. I've used this in the game, and it just looks amazing. And then same for the orange side. Now, this one was a little more tricky, but I wanted to stay with that orange theme. So we have that primary as that saffron to match the top of the sun, and then the accent as crimson to match the bottom, and then that orange sunsetter wheel, or that orange sunsetter decal, you can see it. It does stand out from the primary color. It does stand out, but I like it so much because it blends in exactly like how it does on the wheels. So that's something that I really like, and you'll see it in just a second. As you can see, you can barely see the orange, but it is there, and it does match very nicely with the wheels, so that's why I decided to do it. For the boost, for the orange side, it is the orange sunray boost, and this is where, you could use the sun to kind of, it stays in the name, And then for the blue side, we do have the cobalt sunray. The reason why I chose the cobalt and not the sunset, or not the, sky blue or anything, is because I really liked how it looked with the wheels. I don't know what it was. I just really liked how they looked on the treads, so that's why I chose it. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion, but for the trail, we do have the orange Hack Swerve 3 for both sides, mostly because the orange sunsetter decal. I know that's really weird, but I just think it looked really good with the sunsetter decal, the best with that Hack Swerve 3. But if you really want to, you can choose a sky blue Hack Swerve 3 as well to match the treads for both sides. So this is the orange side, and like I said, the colors just match so nicely, and the sun matches so perfectly with the wheels. As you can see, we have that primary as like a bright yellowish orange to match the top of the sun, then the orange sunsetter to match the middle half, and then the crimson accent at the bottom to match exactly how it's like on the wheels. And then same for the blue side, but this one is my favorite side. We have that primary as that blue with the accent as crimson to match the bottom half of the sun, because obviously that's why I have it as the accent color. And then the orange sunsetter decal just matches so nicely, getting every single color of the wheels in this car design. So honestly, hands down, probably one of the best decals from Season 8 so far. So I don't know if the blueprint could top it, but as of right now, this decal is one of the best. So getting into the next car design, we do have the Happy Sunbeam Sacred Edition. Now, I know I have a rule of not doing tournament items, but this was a long time ago, and I feel like a lot of people might have this, so I decided to do it. Plus, it just, I don't know, it really matches this sunsetter decal, and I guess with the tournament rewards, I guess you can kind of mix and match, so that's why I decided to do it. So it looks cool. So starting off, we do have the forest green octane for the blue side, and then for the orange side, it is the crimson octane. For the decal for both sides, it is the unpainted sunsetter decal. And then for the colors for the primary for the blue side, we have a forest green with the accent as white. And then for the primary for the orange side, we have a dark crimson with the accent as white. For the wheels, for the orange side, it is the Sunbeam, or the Happy Sunbeam, I think it's called. What is it called? The Happy Sunbeam Sacred painted crimson for the orange side. And then for the blue side, it is the Happy Sunbeam painted forest green, the Sacred Edition. And, like I said, it's staying in the sun type theme. I know it's a tournament reward item, and it was from a long time ago, so maybe some people have it. But the reason why I decided to do this is because, it's sun related, and also it kind of looks clean. I don't know, about it, when you look at it at the front with the sun setting and stuff like that, it really matches the sun and everything like that. I don't really know how else to describe it, and then for this orange side, same thing. We have that crimson, that we have a dark crimson because, I don't know, the bright crimson I didn't really like too much. So I have that dark crimson as the primary, and then the accent is white, just to match the colors of the Happy Sunbeam Sacred Edition, which do look pretty good. For the boost, for the orange side, it is the Sunray painted crimson. And then for the blue side, it is the Sunray painted forest green. We're staying with the whole sun thing here, except the trail, unfortunately. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion, but for the trail, it was the Hack Swerve 3 painted forest green for the blue side. And then for the orange side, it is the Hack Swerve 3 painted crimson. So this is the orange side. Like I said, I wanted to keep the sun type theme going here. The next one isn't very sun related. It just looks really cool in my opinion. But we have that primary as a dark crimson because again, I didn't like how the bright crimson looked. That's just me personally. If you want to set it to a bright crimson, you definitely can. But we have that accent as white going through the car just like the wheels do. And then for the blue side, same thing. We have that forest green to match the forest green color of the wheels with the accent as white, just kind of going through the car nice and slowly, just matching that sun, the happy Sunbeam sacred wheels pretty nicely. So getting into the last and final car design of the episode, we do have the Zero inverted wheels. And the reason why I decided to do this is because I actually really liked how the Sunsetter decal looked. Like, as you can see right here, this is not painted, and it's such a cool color combination. So I decided to do a darker themed car design with this one. So starting off, we do have the Black Octane for both sides, and if you don't have the Black Octane, that is perfectly fine. The unpainted one will work just fine. It does look pretty clean, but definitely if you have the Black Octane, definitely put it on. For the decal for both sides, it is the unpainted Sunsetter decal. And then for the colors for the primary for the blue side, we have a dark blue with the accent as black. And then for the primary for the orange side, we have a dark pink, which doesn't even look pink here, and with the accent as black. For the wheels, for both sides, it is the Zero inverted painted black. Now, the reason why I chose this car design in general is because, like I said, that sunset looks so nice with the color. So we have that primary as a dark blue, which is a little brighter, which does look really good. But when that sun's going through the car, even if the accent is black, the top of the sun is still like a gray white, which just looks so good. And I think it matches the Zero inverted pretty nicely. Or you can choose like any black wheels, they would also look really good. But my main theme on this one was to have like that nice color combination with the whole black at the bottom and then slowly move into a grayish white. I think that looks really good. And then same for this orange side. Again, it's a darker themed obviously, but for some reason it's a little brighter, which is okay. But as you can see at the top here, it just goes into a black and then a dark grayish white, which just looks so good. I think that's such a clean car design in my opinion. For the boost, we're just keeping it nice and clean again with the black ion for both sides. Can't even see it, is invisible in game. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion, but for the trail, we do have the Black Hack Swerve 3 for both sides, again, to kind of match that theme with the black and white. So that's something I really liked, and I chose the Hack Swerve 3 painted black for both sides. So this is the orange side, and like I said, I wanted to do like more of a cleaner design on this one. So we have that primary is that dark pinkish purple, but you can choose to like a dark saffron if you want, or like a dark crimson. It's really up to you. I just really like this dark pinkish, like the lightest pinkish. But it just looked really good. And also the main theme is obviously the black as the accent with that like grayish white going into it with the sun. I think that is so cool looking, and I think it matches these wheels very nicely. But definitely this blue side is my favorite side with this color combination. We have that primary as a dark blue with the accent as black, and then that sun is like a dark, it goes straight from like to black to like grayish white, which just looks so good in my opinion. So that is the car design for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next episode.